Hey guys, WLJK here. Figured I finally got the console recording all done, or setup all done. So I figured I'd show you guys how the entire console with the mixer, and I apologize for camera angles not being right. I'm holding the microphone and the camera at the same time here because the mic stand's not the right type anymore. So give me a second here. Now, as you can see, let me turn this around. Get the PS3 over here. We get the Xbox One, the PS4, and down there's the 360. Now they are all powered on at this moment. Now, in case you're wondering, the stand, I picked this up at a little scratch and dent chain. It's called Ollie's. I got this for like 20 bucks. It worked pretty good. Xbox got the top shelf because it, as you can see, it's just sitting on there. So anyway, enough of that. And the PS3 is the smallest of the consoles, so it gets stuck over here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sort of take you step by step through this a little bit. So as you know, the new consoles HDMI out only. So you have to get some type, you got to be ingenious in this. Most people think, oh, put it into a splitter or put in a switch into a splitter and then you're good. You're not. The updates have not come up yet to strip the HDCP. So a lot of people were going, let me turn this around so you see me instead of a boring screen. A lot of people were buying inexpensive splitters that do not pass what they call the EDID handshake. Unfortunately, a lot of the splitters have been updated. I mentioned before in my previous video, I was waiting for a splitter. Apparently that splitter too has been updated and has been made compliant, so it no longer strips the signal. So what I'll do after the live portion of this video is I'll turn on, put up pictures of the actual pieces and put links where you can actually get the stuff and whatnot. So, but first, naturally, you gotta hook them up. So everything goes HDMI. So if we go back over here, it goes HDMI into this switch. And as you can see, I marked them for my own convenience. Xbox One, PS4, PS3, 360, splitter out. Now, not only do I have all the HDMI hooked into a switch, but I got them all hardwired network-wise into a simple, they call it a 5-port switch. It's actually a 4-port switch, but it's 5 ports, and then 1 through 4. As you can see, I got them labeled again, just like here. So they're the same order. Are the Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and 360, and then it goes out to my router. That way, all these share one internet connection, and I have enough connections to add a Blu-ray player and 2 or 3 more computer systems. Now, the switch, or not the switch, the splitter I ordered was this one. Now, as you can see, it's a little hard because I got lighting. The HDMI on the left is going to the Blackmagic Intensity Pro, and the one on the right is going to my TV. Well, actually, technically, the one in the middle is going to the TV. The one on the end here, the right, that's the input. Now, you might be going, okay, well, you're going straight HDMI cable from the splitter to Blackmagic. No. This little cable that I'm going to show you will work. It's a rather expensive one. It will work for not only the the Blackmagic Intensity Pro, but it'll work for the Intensity Shuttle, and the new that they just released was an external Blackmagic Intensity Pro that goes FireWire or something. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It's basically the internal card in an enclosure. So, but what it is the cable is called an HD Fury Gamer 2, I believe is the correct way to say it. It has HDMI on one side, and then it has a box that has a little power supply plugged into it, and then it has component cables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that right now, because it actually goes back behind my TV. So we go over here. I had to move the microphone cable. So here we go. This is how I have a hooked up mixer. Now, I originally had, and that's the Beast. I originally had the Beast under the desk, but due to temperature issues, not as much with the PC, but with this adapter, I had a few problems. So let me run through this. You can see these silver plated connectors. Those are coming from the HD Fury. Now the inputs, your video inputs, this is how I did it. Video inputs into, or video inputs, the red, green, and blue from the HD Fury to the video inputs of the breakout cable for the Blackmagic. The audio, as you can see, I got plugged directly into my mixer. And then I got the second RCA cable going to the audio inputs. Now, this would be the same exact thing. I haven't tested it, but it's similar to, excuse me, similar to the setup that I had for when I recorded Batman Arkham City back in the day. Of course, I used a Hopodge. But as you can see, I still got, and that's another thing I got to mention, I got 2 more ports open. I got a new toy. I don't have it on the desk here. It's in the bedroom. I was watching some videos on it last night. I picked up a Google Nexus 7, a 32 gigabyte version. It's got soundboard. I downloaded some soundboards and stuff, so that's going to be piped into that. So you'll have, you know, the mic, the soundboard, and the what you call it, Blackmagic and whatnot tied into this. Now, here's the important thing. Let's see if I can get a clear shot of it. Here is this little blue light. This is the breakout box for the HD Fury. What it is the cable comes to here. This box sends that EDID handshake back to the systems and authorizes it to be used. Then it sends the analog out through those other 2 little black wires there, and that's the audio and the videos. So now, excuse me, before I turn around and show you guys how easy it was to, well, not easy, but a couple explanations, a couple things. Show you the inside of the PC, because I know some people might be wondering. This is the, as I have dubbed it, OPiness, overpoweredness. The drive on the left is my games, the drive on the right is my video production. Now here's the messed up thing. Here's all the cards. That red one right there is the Soundblaster. The next one up is my network card. Now, yes, you might go, well, the board has onboard network. Yes, but it's Intel stuff and it's screwed up, and neither ASUS nor Intel can't do anything about it, because ASUS does customized firmware drivers. And ASUS hasn't updated this stuff in forever. This short little card right there, that's the Blackmagic. Now you can see I got no, okay, bottom slot, next top slot. Those are both 16X slots. Got that in the 1X slot. There's another 16X slot in this mamma jamma. That's the 290. And I want to see this because I've never seen this with it running. Yes, it does light up. I'm sorry for blinding this there. But there we go. XFX 290. And it's a rather long card. You can see I got just enough room in there. I might be able to squeeze like a fan and a radiator setup. I don't know, because up here is a fan and a radiator. So yeah, that might just work. But then, you know, I got this board because the error codes it would give me and whatnot. There's the mandatory water cooler for the 9590 going up to H100. Looks like I got to air those out too. I had this under my desk for 2 weeks, and I got a crap ton of dust out of the filters and stuff. There's the 16 gigs of RAM. I still cannot get this thing to go up past 16 gigs. So, but like I said, all those switches, that switch with the network, that gray cable, that's it. That one cable is all the game systems. So now what I'm going to do here is, you might be going, okay, well, you showed me the hardware. Show me proof that it's working. So I'm going to set this here. I have to recycle the, how about I just turn the controller on? Come on. There we go. All right. I just wanted to make sure my video didn't freeze. The webcam is next to go because this thing, if you do quick movement, so I gotta get the remote, so part of my finger shows up. But as you can see, here is now this is through OBS. I'm doing it this way first because, one, as you saw, I did not have my second monitor hooked up. My Blackmagic software is tied to the second monitor. I didn't realize it. But I'm thinking that the problem I'm having with that I had a little bit earlier was either a combination of this being under the desk and a combination of their software. Because obviously, all right, there's slot 1. That's the Xbox One. If I flip this over, there's the PS4, which I got to take care of that. What was that? PS4 was not turned off properly. Oh, I had power outages yesterday. I got to fix that. As soon as I find the controller. That's the one thing I got to get used to. I got one controller for each system. But I also have, there we go. I also have 1, 2, 4, 3 additional controllers for the 360. One of them is hooked to the computer. So there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed a weird angle this is at. So let's fix this angle. There we go. Do it like this. It might be a little shaky. That's only because my hand's a little shaky. So once again, flip that over. Sorry about the brightness there. Xbox One, which I'm not signed in because I'm signed in on the 360. I don't like the fact that they don't have automatic sign-in unless you have the Kinect hooked. The Kinect's sitting under the table. I'm not hooking it up. So there comes the PS4. I got a message. I'll have to check that out. Now, you saw that weird color change. That color shift happens when I'm using this switcher. If you're using just the one system, then it shouldn't be much of a problem. It just needs reset every once in a while. And then my PS3, where's that controller? Which I have an update on it, so I might as well turn the, and it flashes for some reason right now. It's flashing because it's in that screen. Once it gets into this, it's fine. But it seems to be that, excuse me, the first initial screen, if it has a error message or something, it'll sit there and flash. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta get ready. And in case you didn't notice this, I really like this. The Xbox 360, if you had gold, you could turn around and get free games. PlayStation Network did the same thing, and I got BioShock Infinite. I got everything they offered for the PS3 free, and the one game they offered for the 4. The other messed up thing is now Origin's doing the same thing. And there's my newest acquisition. I had to go get that. I love that game. So yeah, that's how I got hooked up. Now, let me get the I got cables all tangled. Excuse me. Okay. So, and yes, you may notice something different. I don't have my glasses on. They're broke. Sucks. But I gotta get new ones. So basically, now if you only have one of the systems, now that cable will work with any HDMI device, Blu-ray, PC, game consoles. Now, if you're using only one game console, then just plug the cable into the console and then into your equipment. Mind you, that is an expensive cable. That cable, now I'm going to say this because when I got my Blackmagic Pro, I got it on sale. I got a deal for it. The cable cost me the same amount as the Pro. The Pro cost me $160. That cable was $156. So it's rather expensive. But yeah. So that's it with the console stuff. I figured I'd show that to you guys and explain it. Like I said, I'm going to turn around and have a little sort of slideshow towards the end of this where I have the images of everything used. Now, as for the switch, you can use any standard HDMI switch. As for the splitter, seeing that they're all being compliant now, you can turn around and just go ahead and get the cheapest splitter you can find. That splitter cost me $20. Give you an idea. Give me a second here. I just had it out. Okay. The switch I showed you earlier was like, or the splitter, was like no more than $25. This is a splitter I bought at the, you can see, just 3 ports, 2 in, 1 out. I'm sorry, 1 in, 2 out. I bought this at Best Buy, which is the same place I bought the switch. They're both Rocket Fish. I paid $80 for that splitter, and it didn't do what I wanted. So I spent another $20. Now I'm going to say this: the idea, the idea of hardwiring network your game consoles, you don't have to do that. It's handy because one, you're going to have less latency. You're going to have less interference. Right now, where I have everything set up, if I turn, let's see if I can get over my shoulder. If I turn that microwave on, I lose internet because it uses the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. Hence the reason why I moved the router up here. Now, in case you're wondering, this is the 900N series of router. Oh, one more thing about the case. Notice how wide that is? Now, mind you, this is the side. Here's the back. Look how wide that thing is. That's because everything on, I'm going to try to scoot over, everything on this side is the PC. Everything over here, you notice the power supply is over there. The SSDs are about right there in that air vent. And then the front, I don't know if I can give a good front picture. And then, you know, air cooled up front. But this case is amazing. You know, I spent the money on it. I did research on it. The case itself is amazing because it keeps everything cool. Only, excuse me again. Now, I'll give you a warning now. If you decide to get this case, the hard drives. See how there's a clip there? There's no clip over there. There's no clip on those. Well, there's sort of a clip over there. And there's something in there to keep the vibration down. The clips on this break very easily. I cannot get the hard drives out. I can get them out, but what's the use? You know, they're 3 terabytes a piece. I'm not going to need them out. But enough of my jabbering. I'm going to go ahead and get this edited together, and in a few seconds you'll see basic price breakdown and item list of what I used. So I shall catch you guys later.